Tough start to the season. Those first 4 games were difficult. 2 reasons. One, anytime you have a new team coming together, I think there's going to be time to get that chemistry and cohesion that all teams want. So if you had to make a choice between starting slow or finishing slow, I think I'd choose starting slow because we trended upward and we're on a great forward trajectory of momentum after those first 4 games. The other factor beyond the cohesion and chemistry that wasn't quite there was I think I pushed the guys a little bit too hard in the beginning. So I had just gotten them coming off of their spring seasons and I had some expectations. I don't know how realistic they were. I planned a lot of practices early on that went for 2 hours in Statesboro. And so I think from a recovery and fitness aspect, I blame myself. We got more out of shorter training sessions, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 90 minutes versus 120 minutes.
It's a counter, foot race, flag looked like it may have come out, did not. And now the Dynamo trying to square one up. There it is, another great save. Wyden. Support from the home crowd just behind Anton Wyden. Here we go. Ryan King is denied. Yes. Rebound is no good. What a save by Anton Wyden.
So we found Anton through his coach Mark McKeever, who also coaches in the PDL. Anton plays at Young Harris. Mark was one of the first coaches that I called. It was important to myself and Darren and Heidi that we get some Georgia players. There's so much talent in this state. There is a ton of talent in Georgia.
Gotta credit Guerra and the work that he has done up to this point. He's taken shot after shot, and he has denied the Kings Warriors. What a save by Alex Guetta! And that's gonna put the cherry on the sundae for Tormenta FC.
Alex Guerra had just finished playing at Virginia Military Institute. He had gone on 2 professional tryouts, and we had an agreement that if he were to get a pro contract, he should take that. That's definitely in his best interest. And if he were not to get that, then he had a spot with Tormenta FC. He and Anton both did a fantastic job. And I really think, straight out of the Bible, the whole verse of iron sharpens iron, boy, those two, and as well as Drew Funk and Chase Herzog. And it didn't hurt that we had Michael Chesler as well, who himself was a phenomenal goalkeeper in the PDL and the USL and at High Point, and he was our goalkeeping coach this summer. So a lot of things came together.
That's all they did in the last 5 sessions of practice this week.
Nice ball there, nearly a goal. Tormenta with another good-looking run. This is what they practice all week long. Left-footed shot off the post. Rebound try.
If you watch that game through live stream, you saw unbelievable quality, not only in what Art Berger and his team do, but also in how our team played that night. And I think what you saw that night was a reflection of hours upon hours of rehearsal. Our players did a great job of staying committed to a process that we said, hey, this is going to be important to us. These are the things that are going to define us. And even if we have success or failure, we're not going to go away from it. We need to do it better. We need to do it faster. We might need to do these pictures with some different players. But this is our style, and this is our brand that we're trying to bring.
Set up a shot. The angle is there. Off the post and in. Nico Rittmeyer.
Oh, he gets called off for an offside, off the rebound.
Pass left there, and now another chance. Rittmeyer! Offsides once again.
You know, we lost, and that always hurts. And in our league, we need every point that we can get. That night was a defining moment for us because we started to play really good soccer, and I think the players saw that, and I know the fans did. Talking about getting important wins, we beat the number 1 and the number 4 ranked team in the country out of 67 PDL teams. Our first 2 wins came against the Charlotte Eagles, who were ranked number 1 almost all season long, and the Carolina Dynamo. And what was so cool was after the game against the Charlotte Eagles, we probably had 40 fans come down and take a photo with the team to commemorate our first victory ever. It was a great night. Our first win at home was against the Southern Virginia Kings Warriors. The first goal ever scored at home was by Jeremy Rector. And you had three players, Jeremy Rector, Trenton Whitley, and Rashid Alarape, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, Mercer University. And all these guys have known each other since they were kids.
Whiteley. There it is! Woo!
That's Rector.
Jeremy Rector, history. In the 88th minute for Tormenta FC.
The first ever goal scored by Tormenta FC at home was by a Georgia Southern player playing on his game field. And it was an awesome goal. First time finish.
And there's the local tribe celebrating the 5th goal for Tormenta FC. And you see Ben Frickley III right there, giving some advice to that left fullback, Ayo Sosus.
The fan support has been unreal. Last weekend, Bayern Munich was playing in Charlotte, and Julian Green on the national team who plays for Bayern was holding up a Tormenta FC scarf. And I think it wasn't by design, but by default this summer, we trained our fans where the best celebrations were gonna be. And that was down in the VIP section. See, like, if you get a VIP ticket, you're paying for food, and you're paying for beer, and you're paying for just this really cool party experience. But what you never knew you were getting when you paid for your VIP ticket was the best goal celebrations happening right there in front of you. There were times we scored goals where you couldn't even see the player because he was covered up by fans. And I think that when you're trying to create a hometown, this is our team experience, and you can touch the players and you're right up there against the touchline with them, that's what keeps people coming back.
Tormenta with a big win on Thursday night, trying to follow that up as they go into the middle, and the goal! Scored! Sam Lofts puts it into the back of the net. Nice move by Medina to get it going. They want the flag to go up as Rittmeyer puts it up and into the net. Jeremy Rector scored the winning goal the other night. Now from the left side, the angle is there, the shot is good by Eli Dent. Here's the shot and the goal!
That was a great night. First goal by James Brighton. And he whipped that shirt off right away, but man, it brought the fans to their feet. They loved it. And James is a humble kid, so that wasn't really a reflection of who he was. That was him living in the moment. In the second half, we really came alive. Reed Norton scoring 2 goals back-to-back, and the amount of passes that we had around the final third to connect that first-time finish into the top corner was spectacular. That was something that the USL was tweeting and retweeting about. We got into the box, Jad Arsalan tried something crazy behind his back, goalkeeper made a save, James Brighton had an opportunity, and then Rashid was there to finish it off. But not luck any of those goals, because we've spent so much time training where we want our players to be arriving and the choices that we want them to make when we have the ball in different thirds of the field. So when we were getting into those moments, players were getting into spaces that we had trained them to get into and rehearsed, but the players got there and we had the benefit of that.
Nice run there, Sam Lofts, there it is! Finally, Lofts cashes in, and it's 5-1. It's gonna be Whiteley, there's the cross, and another goal! Eli Dent, 6-1, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, Eli, man, that goal was awesome because again, Trenton Whiteley, who was phenomenal for us this summer, got forward, served an unbelievable early ball into the box. Again, Eli Dent was exactly where he needed to be for a first-time finish.
A foot race near the goal. Guetta has to come out and makes a phenomenal save over the last few games. They'll try and put this one up in the air. Dangerous ball, and it hits the crossbar.
4 components of peak performance: mindset, movement, nutrition, and recovery. And to be able to have a room where you can eat just with your team every morning, and you can eat a meal that gives you the nutrient intake, caloric intake that you need, and to know that that's provided and you don't have to pay for it, that gets you ready to train. That was an A+. I don't think anybody in the league is even coming close to what we provide with our meals. To be able to eat all of our meals right here in the clubhouse, have a team talk in this room, that was beyond PDO. That's top professional, you're a pro meals. And then the Grove, which is less than a mile right down the road, the pool, the gym, the people, first class. Every player got their own room and their own bathroom. It's a great setup. Pros start here, we mean that. My favorite part of this summer was getting to know 29 guys that I barely or never knew before. And each of them has an unbelievable story to tell, and I think that some of them are gonna be telling that story through the game of soccer as pros. And I had the chance to cry with some of those guys. I had the chance to get angry with some of those guys. I had a chance to laugh with all of those guys. They're awesome people, and I miss them already. We had more fans than any other team in our conference. Over 7 games, we averaged over 14,000 fans. I could be wrong, check my math. But I think we were close to 2,000 people per game on average. We had a winning record in our first year. We beat the #1 team in the PDL. We had a great year.